A bombshell from the heart of Maranello brought the world of Formula One to a standstill. Ferrari finally broke its silence by confirming its shocking plans for the 2026 season, move that is expected to shake up the power structure in the paddock. Amidst the swirl of speculation, Lewis Hamilton stands at the forefront, poised to be the architect of this major change. Will Ferrari's bold decision lead Hamilton to his 8th championship, or will it result in an embarrassing failure? Ferrari rarely makes revolutionary decisions quietly. This time, however, a closed-door meeting in the Maranello technical offices became the starting point for the master plan. Without the glare of cameras, glitzy press releases, or promotional videos on social media, during that meeting, senior engineers presented the initial development plan for Ferrari's 2026 Formula One car. Amid these technical discussions, a fundamental decision was made. It wasn't just modifying the front wing or retuning the suspension, it was a complete overhaul of the team's DNA. For the first time since Lewis Hamilton passed through Maranello's legendary red doors, Ferrari's car design philosophy would align completely with the 7-time world champion's driving style. This wasn't just lip service. It wasn't a small attempt at Hamilton's request either. This decision made his driving style a central pillar of the new car's concept. This marked a major shift, as Ferrari had used Charles Leclerc as its primary benchmark for car development since 2019. The start of 2025 brought optimism. During preseason testing, the SF25's speed was promising. It was not dominant, but it was competitive against McLaren and Red Bull. Analysts predicted that the gap could narrow further if the development pace was maintained. However, reality proved otherwise. Midway through the season, Ferrari's performance stagnated. The upgrades were effective only in qualifying, but sluggish in long races. Tire degradation issues persisted, and Hamilton never felt fully comfortable driving the SF25 by the summer break. Ferrari trailed not only McLaren, but also Mercedes in the constructors. Championship management was forced to take drastic action, shifting the entire development focus to the 2026 car and taking advantage of new regulations that changed car size, aerodynamic targets, and power unit specifications. A wrong turn would have meant wasting an entire era, but success would pave the way for Hamilton to claim an 8th world title, possibly the last of his career. Building a car around a driver's style isn't just marketing jargon. It's a highly complex technical process that cuts to the heart of Formula One design philosophy. At this level, every decision from suspension shape to wing angeles driven by a single goal, maximizing the driver's natural strengths. Lewis Hamilton, for example, relies on a highly responsive front end. This enables him to brake late, turn the car quickly at the apex, and accelerate out of corners without sacrificing rear-wheel stability. Ferrari built cars with a sharp turn-in to accommodate Charles Leclerc's driving style. He is comfortable controlling oversteer mid-corner. This has been a huge advantage for Leclerc, but a challenge for Hamilton. A car with this behavior makes it difficult for Hamilton to find his rhythm lap after lap, especially during long races, where consistency is key. This is where Loic Serra's crucial role begins to be seen. Serra is Mercedes' former head of vehicle dynamics. Serra is not only an engineer, but also a technical partner who worked directly with Hamilton during Mercedes' glory days. He knows how to translate drivers' subjective feedback into concrete, measurable technical parameters. The new 2026 regulations provide designers with a blank canvas, giving Serra the opportunity to change Ferrari's DNA from the ground up. This includes everything from suspension geometry and weight distribution to aerodynamic stability and cockpit layout and ergonomics. The goal is to create a car that is fast in Leclerc's hands and feels like an extension of Hamilton's body on the track. This decision is not without risk. Leclerc has been shaped by Ferrari's philosophy for 5 years. Leaning too heavily on Hamilton could force Leclerc to relearn the car's character, which could result in a decline in performance. Conversely, if Hamilton's influence is minimal, the Hamilton car project will amount to little more than a slogan. Other F1 teams have faced similar situations. Red Bull has had great success building a car entirely for Verstappen, though it required Perez to adapt. McLaren has chosen a balanced approach, ensuring both Norris and Piastri are equally competitive. Ferrari is on delicate ground. two-star, drivers with two different styles, and a car that needs to win races from the first round of the season. As soon as news leaked that the 2026 Ferrari project would stem from Lewis Hamilton's vision, there was an immediate reaction in the paddock. Under the leadership of Toto Wolff, Mercedes understands the world champion's mindset and style of feedback. Well, they are believed to be quickly identifying gaps in this design philosophy and adjusting their strategy to exploit any weaknesses that emerged. At McLaren, Andrea Stella will likely expand the operating window of their car, hoping to exploit Ferrari's weaknesses at certain circuits. Meanwhile, Red Bull, led by Christian Horner and technical mastermind Adrian Newey, is reportedly ready to take radical action. If Ferrari begins to pose a threat, Red Bull will not hesitate to sacrifice their long-term development path to halt their rivals' momentum. This suggests that the 2026 season will be more than a battle between Hamilton and the stopwatch. It will be a year-long strategic battleground, with each team trying to outsmart the other to achieve supremacy. For Ferrari, success in this project would end their title drought, which has lasted since 2007. It would also be a milestone in rebuilding their reputation as rulers of a new Formula One era. A victory would signal the prancing horses' return to the top and restore the legendary aura that had begun to fade amid rival teams' dominance. For Lewis Hamilton, this might be his last chance to make history as the only driver with 8 world titles, an achievement that would cement his status as an unrivaled icon in Formula One history. It's more than just a record. It's a chance to prove that he can be the catalyst that changes the DNA of a team as big as Ferrari, a feat that many legends before him failed to achieve. However, failure loomed at every turn. If the project failed, the narrative would be grim. Even Hamilton, with all his experience and glory, could not overcome Ferrari's structural problems. In the world of Formula One, where image is often more powerful than reality, such a failure could leave an indelible mark on both teams. Histories when the 2026 car rolls out of the garage for its first shakedown in Bahrain. All eyes will be on Hamilton, from his braking to his gestures around the garage. Will he nod in satisfaction at the engineers or return with a disappointed expression? For Leclerc, this will be the ultimate test. Can he excel in a car designed for his teammate, or will internal politics overshadow him? One thing is clear, 2026 is more than just a new season. It's a historic crossroads where Ferrari's legacy, ambition, and future direction will collide. Every technical decision and race strategy will determine whether the team merely survives or emerges as a dominant force. It's for the first time in a long while. The question is not whether Ferrari can win, but whether they are ready to fight for everything: titles, glory, and a place at the pinnacle of Formula One history. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.